Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all my kings and queens, and never forgetting about anyone that's in between. Thank you for joining me yet again on another lovely, I don't know what part of the country you sit in, but I know Texas has snow. So I'm pretty sure like at least 80% of the country right now is sitting in snow, or at least it's cold as a bitch. But we know one thing that keeps you nice and warm, and this is me just saying this because I don't like being cold. I always wake up and stretch and shit. Hence the beater. Started off with a nice warm stretch and little core routine. I got the dead bodies, the belly. I'm not gonna lift my shirt up yet. Wait, we ain't there yet. It's there. Don't get me wrong, it's cuts in there. But I was thinking I should slut out my guest, and I'm not even finna remotely not safe for work for this. I don't give a hell how that sounds. Because I feel like it'll be fun for us to do interviews, not today, but it'll be fun for us to do interviews in the future where my guests we're working out while we're doing it.
Okay, because slut out, I'm like, wait a minute.
Sounded crazy.
Yikes.
I am a professional now, don't you? Don't put it on the internet at least.
No. He's cut my face out.
That's the part, because I know we want to do that, because that's the little cycles, because I know men, women, everybody, we want to work out, but the partest part, I said partest, that was intentional. The partest part is finding a workout partner on your schedule. We all want to work out, but most of us in different cities. All that. So I'm building, we're going to do some lives and stuff while we're doing some of these interviews, especially since I try to stick to the free form, easy listening style of podcasting. But it's important today because we got the return of the main man himself. We have the founder. We have the main choreographer. We have like the choreographer of life. You know those musics from Hercules? He choreographed them on them. He did the outfits and everything. He's fire with it.
This man is hilarious.
But man, how has life been for you, brother Simpson?
Life has been very interesting. That's what I can say. It's been interesting. I've been up, down. I've seen things. I've learned things. I've been in spaces I never thought I'd be in, only in 2 years. So, yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm highly blessed and favored, and grateful to be able to share and learn and achieve goals that I felt were almost impossible. And a lot of people follow me, and I know people say you don't know people's story, and to some people I come off like it's easy. It is not. This shit is hard. But man, I know my whys, so I try to stay focused on those and reaching out to people around me. So
that's the main thing there. Set a goal, make a plan, execute the plan. Anything goes wrong, refer back to step one.
See it through, my bro. See it through.
Oh my god, because I'm with you on that. Because we're the entertainers, not business person, just the educator, just not. But you with the straight line professions where good where you come to work. As long as everything's done, it's done. Us in the entertainment category have to do the business and this literal creation of thing where we have to make something where at least the majority of people seeing it will like it.
And it comes out of nothing. Nothing.
It's a philosopher's stone. Like we're pulling like it's reaching out of nowhere, and we're literally turning emotions and colors into things.
Hours of stress and mental breakdown and physical, harm for 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh, Lord, watching any video and I'll be watching. There's not a video that you've posted that I ain't seen it. I seen it. If you post it, I'm for everybody listening and anybody watching and anybody who just scrolls by the picture. I'm your number one fan. You post it, I see it. Your views go up, I seen it. If you see me mass sharing something, that's me. I was on Facebook or something. I'm looking at y'all's too. I'm doing all that. Number one fan. So I've seen your bodies. Meaning these people, your group, I'm seeing the physical change happening in their bodies. It's like, oh yeah. Don't you for 1 second think niggas are just out here just throwing their bodies around? No. It's a workout. It's a full body.
But at the same token, it's people that are literally throwing their bodies around. And we can tell, and it looks like it hurts. Please get help and stop All right, I'm done.
No, stop it.
Don't forget you're awesome.
Oh, period. Oh, period. You know,
Oh God. Somebody
it
mad
makes
at
it
me.
convenient. We're like, it's like for hosting things and wanting to do the entertainment, content creation is awesome. Yeah, everybody knows me as a spaz. But it's like it's hard for me to be spastic and funny because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm only funny when I'm serious,
I'm only funny when I'm on accident.
right? It's never. I don't think I could tell a joke and it'd be funny. Like most of this stuff, that's what I'm gonna do. That's why I'm going to do quantity.
A
I'm
little
going to
bit.
find myself repeating myself a lot so that I slow down talking because I get
It,
excited.
but it's the antics that make it funny. It's the mannerisms. It's the gestures. It's the dramatics that we
Just
live
you
for.
know, that is the perfect segue for this segment of videos I got going right now with all of my guests is time capsule-ish. Especially with all of you with these businesses, and I'm not even gonna use more $10 words. That'd be my problem. I'd be at work too much having to use them big $10 words when you
Yeah,
off the clock.
keep it simple. I don't need all that.
Oof.
I'm drinking coffee. I'm just halfway asleep. I ain't even got pants on. Yeah, I said it. What's up?
Period. No, like period. Like I can't stand up too much. Something might fall out. It's not. He's not going out clothes. But I'm saying it's some rips up, and and then it's an but
And
you're right. Um, time capsule videos. If you were to be making, say, this video, we were to send it back to teenage you. What are a few things you would want to tell yourself, but not necessarily? But we're focusing in on the relationship factor, not like romantic specifically, but just in with people in general. Like how you would, what would you tell yourself, teenage you? Now we doing the knock on wood because DTM Network and all of its affiliates and subsidiaries don't poke the bear. So you time travel, which wherever you at, don't monkey paw this, okay? We healed. We're not trying to poke the bear. Just we need. Okay.
you know, when you open up wounds like this, you got to be careful because some
That's the.
people go back to places that they ain't ready to go back to or come from. But I'll say, for me, and just having this realization like just a day ago, that I have a superpower of being a magnetism for people. Like people are naturally attracted to me just because of like the energy that I bring or whatever. And I'm really good at connecting to people on certain levels that we have a form of trust. But my issue is I don't trust people. So I would say trust the people that you are around because some of them really genuinely want to see you succeed, but they want to see you believe it first. So I would
Mhm.
say to myself, like, because I've struggled with that, but as I gotten older, I've learned to lean into that superpower that I have. So I would
Man,
tell your little big head ass that. Quit tripping. All right.
no period. If I was send a video back to myself, it would be very hostile. I know I would have to talk very hostile. Like, hey, shut up. Stop. Just stop.
Cause why?
I would love that you said that because I love because it's a list. You ain't got to try to rank what you would tell yourself because the goal is to tailor the rest of this recording for things you would just random say, hey me, we doing good now. This is what
Right.
happened.
Right. It gets better.
It gets there.
You still
But
gonna do good shit,
it's
but
you supposed to.
you
You
gonna
supposed
elevate.
to.
You supposed to. Just don't let them lessons keep you from growing. Nah, it's gonna hurt, but it'll be all right. Keep
That's
going.
it. That's it. I would say now I ain't even gonna poke the bear. I was about to say if I would be like, all right, if 16-year-old me is watching this, don't get in the car. I would know what that means. Just don't get in the car. That one. Okay.
You know, you
Um,
just said it to me. Yikes! Ah! Whew. All right, and that's a
that was
great.
the loop.
That was a.
But I got the piggyback on everybody because everybody's tell teenage me thing is always like I think everybody needs to think about it
Mhm.
because I would have definitely told teenage me people aren't afraid of your energy. Cause I don't
Mhm.
be doing this I'll be trying because the disclaimers I give now as an adult, I could have given them younger, like, oh, I was not yelling at you. If somebody doesn't catch the joke, I'd be afraid that I've offended them. Versus,
Yeah.
but oh no, that's a thing I do. I yelling for you. That wasn't me. Like, I felt like you didn't want to yell about what you
I
said.
channeled your energy, and I was the output.
That was the
Yeah.
I be feeling it. Like it's I would tell them like, no, the people aren't afraid of that.
Hmm.
Run with it. They're not
We need
offending people.
that. We need because it ain't enough of you out here. Everybody else want to be bland. Blah, bitch you boy.
Oh my, that's the entertainment because I love this. This is I want to put this on a T-shirt because we're gonna have this merch coming soon.
Hey,
'Cause especially with you being a dancer, I feel like this statement will vibe with you as well. Opinions are not tools of our profession; they're just results. You know what I mean? They're connected directly to. Because folks, you ask people for like constructive criticism, but they'll give you their opinion.
mm-hmm.
Somebody confused listening, like that's the same thing. It's not.
It's
Constructive
not
criticism and your opinion are two completely. I'm gonna say glitter. This is like episode 15, 16 that I've in a row. I've been like, fuck glitter. If you ask me for constructive criticism on your outfit, I will give you one. Like, oh yeah, that's cute as fuck. If you ask me if I like it, fuck no, it's shimmery as shit. Get the, ah!
right. Preference, but also just to throw another layer on top of that, that's the same thing from you meet you if you're a visual artist and I am a lawyer and somebody a friend of yours you ask them for your opinion and I give you mine or and then they give you yours. We have different understandings and different mastery levels and skills that we see things differently. So of
Mm-hmm.
course our opinions are not going to be the same,
At all.
especially if we're a different race. So I could have no interest in what the fuck you doing. I'm just gonna say yes, all right. I ain't even looked at it. I'm just satisfying your needs. So again, opinions are just something that we all have. We don't
They're
have no
resu- they're cool.
either. That's be people problem.
It's a confusion. I don't know what it is or what the word even for it is. Oh no, I think he disconnected.
Waiting for the block to tell me something.
Oh, we left those good old techie difficulties.
Damn it. Thought put on do not disturb.
I understand. We still ain't there where calls will interrupt video calls and shit. I get it, but I don't know what the word for all that is. It's like a weird like. It's not weird, but it's like because I don't want this to sound toxic because it's I've gotten in conversations where this is fueled the toxic half of the of the argument, and I didn't realize until they started responding. I'm like, oh no, because it's like your opinion matters. For everybody listening, your opinion does matter. Don't bottle your opinion. However, learn when to give your opinion because statements like tell it like it is, oh I'm just a real whatever, insert whatever derogatory statement you want to call yourself in the moment, that's when it's like shut up, we're the problem. I speak my mind unintentionally sometimes. This be my first reaction. Like somebody say something really stupid, I'm gonna respond. I be trying not to.
Mm-hmm. And in some of those people defense, that's there too. Sometimes they don't even they're so used to doing it they forget
Mm-hmm.
that. But that comes with a level of social emotional awareness. Read the room. But at the same time, some people also know too. They got manners when they want to have them, especially when they feel like that it could jeopardize them. Then they won't say something. Just like they wouldn't just be that candid in the courtroom if they know some stuff because that ain't letting ass in jail. But you would try it at somebody's birthday party or somebody's anniversary or even somebody's funeral if you feel in that bowl. But you people pick and choose their battles. So again, it comes with awareness. And then there's also people who claim they just don't care and they'll just say it and they'll get whatever consequence they get and then they'll just ride it out to the dirt. Like you really could have just avoided that or apologized, but you're gonna be that stern in your shit that you willing to risk everything and be alone. It's a special place in hell for somebody like you.
No, I love that you said all that because I will forever say that don't quote me, DTM Network, any of my affiliated shows, except for a few. Some of them are very specific. But my main stance is to call it an anti-podcast podcast. Because I call BS on the human race.
It's not even the human race. It's just certain people's and their conditions.
It's yes, that's why because it's we like to
Jesus,
say the word programming, but we use it wrong. You cannot change your programming. Who you
it's
are as a person at your core is who you are as a person at your core. You can change habits.
yeah.
I'm loud. I'm obsessive. That me, daddy me. When we talking, I can talk for hours. Hence why if anyone sees me keep trailing to look off, I'm looking at the clock because I will let some go for like 3 hours. I did that yesterday. Just keep going. But I'm that's why if anyone who likes to be around me, that's why I like being around me because I'll listen to you talk for hours.
Mhm.
That's me. Me changing that makes no sense.
I mean,
Me like screaming, I can change that. That's a
yeah,
habit. You know, I can.
we can adjust things, but there's just certain things that we can't. It won't just change, and it's just a part of you, and it makes you you. So you can either lean into it, or you can constantly obsess on how people perceive that part of you. Oh, I just read myself there. Wow. Well, and
But
thank
see,
you.
that's what we telling teenagers though to figure it out. We gonna figure it out because it's
Yeah,
not to hide it. It's to learn how to be you while working in the world with people. You learn how to be somebody else while working with people. Why you can't you learn to be you while working with people? Shouldn't it be anyway?
mm, say that.
That was
They,
supposed to be my segue to asking you about as far as membership and whatnot. Because I see you have a very solid group. I feel like they're the same, but again, I haven't met none of these folks in person to know if somebody actually would have changed. You know, I know you still I know we still rocking D-Lo, and I just the only person I knew. So
ah, I've so the latest group I have now, most of them I've had for the past, I want to say, 2 years. A couple have come and gone, but I've kept a consistent number of between 5 to 7.
nice, nice.
And most of them are still in the area. They just don't dance actively, but we still communicate. We still see each other out in other events, and yeah, it's been a pretty good thing. I like the things that I've been able to do, and yeah, it's
Because
crazy.
that's
3 of the members are also members of my of Neuro Sigma, so well, actually four. Yeah, 4 of them. So yeah, always doing that work.
period though. I was about to ask if I'm gonna ask about that eventually because I'm not near no orgs. Well, I am. Uh, I'm moving around too much. The big question, because what are you're teaching at Cleveland State?
Yes, I just started this semester teaching a new class that has first. This is the first time it's being offered, so a little history moment. Bow, bow, bow.
Period.
Urban dance forms, and it's twice a week. And I have a plethora of students. I have about 11 right now, and it's exciting. I've been teaching for a minute now, so I'm used to teaching, but it's more so being in this space that has been like a dream. Like I said, I wanted to be on the university level, and I'm here. So I'm really gonna do everything that I can to really make the most of this. So it can spread, and eventually, hopefully, the work that I do, they want to keep a brother on.
Oh
No
yeah.
jealous. I want to stay. Make me full time. That's the goal. Make me full time, Professor Simpson.
No,
God.
really, because that
Yeah,
crossing that adjunct line is everything.
yeah, and I can work on this degree so y'all can keep me for real. So it's a plan. Y'all help me, help you, help us.
Us must trust us. Us
Hey,
must
I'm
trust us.
trying.
Trust us. Come on now.
I'm out here struggling, doing these little gigs here and there just to see it through. It's hard, but I'm gonna see
If
it through.
we all winning, we all winning, people. If we are all winning, we are literally all winning. That's it. That's the whole tweet.
Um,
But it's just that I don't know, man. I feel you. It's a struggle. But that's not. I'm not gonna say struggle no more because I want to start talking with rose lenses versus zombie corpse flower
being in
frames.
about the process. So it's like I was in a I'm in rehearsal for another thing that I'm doing in dance wise, and one of the choreographers have us talk about how our year has been, and one of the dancers was talking about she's going through a chapter closing in a series of books in her life, And I've been recently watching The Legend of Korra, and it's eerily been seeing the multiverse and the thing that she's been going through, some of the things I'm facing. So it's kind of strange, but I'm still going with it. And the titles of the books have definitely hit me into place. So I say that to say that I feel that type of, I'm going through a different chapter of a different book of my life. And I'm reflecting and resetting and operating in the way that it has to benefit me. And if it doesn't, I can't do it. And just once I make that decision, it's final, and I don't feel no type of way. So I'm in that space in my life. Like once I make a decision, I'm gonna feel good about that decision and not care about anything else. So
Period.
just
No,
when you
period.
do an intentional lens, I feel that. I felt that. Felt that here.
No, I need. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna steal that from your time capsule video. Put it in mine. Like, hey, teenage me, listen to this guy. He's on to something. Listen to
Listen,
that.
listen.
Listen, man, because that's a oh these it's media reflects life. Like life doesn't. We don't mimic the things we see. We like the things we see because it happens to us. These are the
Mm.
things.
Especially if it's like helping you and it's speaking to you more than just entertainment. It's like it's a internal reflection. Like, all right, I really do need to figure out how I'm operating, and is this really truly what I need to do, or am I doing it just from a trauma, trying to fill the void that I didn't have? That shit, that's crazy. So,
That's it. It's we all because we. Is this a state of despair?
mhm.
I can't remember the guy's name. I try not to look up things while I'm on the recordings, or because it keeps it more genuine with me saying what I'm trying to say versus
Yeah,
me researching it first. Because again, it's an anti-podcast podcast.
yeah,
One of the main things is for me to show how intellectual people talk. We talk. We don't talk
yeah.
pretentious. But
It be
like it's a state of despair we're existing in right now, and that's what if you don't know how to put in the words why you hate social media, that's why. Because as you see the full range of everything that's happening, you can
mhm,
see where you sit socially on the rung of literally anything. You
mhm,
see anybody fatter, skinnier, bigger butt, smaller butt, better abs, less better abs. Oh, this guy's richer, this less richer. He's got 4 kids. You see literally wherever you sit, and it puts you at a state of like, how can I change this by just going day to day? But that's it.
yeah.
Wake, wake up,
And
survive, be happy, repeat.
but then again, with that, you can't look at it as a standard of life. You can just look at it for what it is, because those are moments taken in time. You don't
Hmm.
stay between those photos and those videos and those times where they don't post. So you don't know what the hell is going on in these households and in these people's minds. So I mean, it's good to be inspired and motivated, or even just what, I'm in fact I'm impacted, I'm affected, I want to do something, whatever. Don't let that be your standard to move and how you need to be, because that's gonna have you confused. Half of them, because they you looking at them and they looking at you. That
It's and we all know it to be a thing. Like everybody will straight up say how annoying it is when they see people sitting on their phones recording stuff, but then watch the videos and be interested in it. Like y'all not putting that together.
because you that's your content that you're watching later, that you're gonna share, and they're gonna share, and now it's viral.
Granted, I'm not even saying because again, I'm on the content creator side technically, but I'm not saying to stop these things. But let's
Yeah,
not let it be the
just
don't let it drag you into the despair. Because
and
one of
don't.
the things I would definitely tell teenage me, a job is a job.
Yes.
An honest day's work is an honest day's work because it leads you to be able to do the fun stuff. If you are confident enough to be flipping burgers at McDonald's, you're 100% confident enough to do exactly this video shit I'm doing right now.
It's a job. Just it's you put input to get an output. That's it.
But it holds you back in certain things. Like my genuine convict, because no one ever heard me say what my jobs were until I was teaching. I've worked so many jobs, and the jobs I worked where I was like making good money was always me cooking somewhere. I was always a manager somewhere, but for some reason I was convinced that that wasn't a noble job to talk about.
Really?
Yeah, like it really, because everyone was like, "You're going to be a teacher. You're going to be this." Because when I would be talking about these promotions,
uh,
I'm talking family members, teachers, everyone. I'd be happy about a promotion. They're like, "Yeah, just wait till you graduate though and be this teacher." And I'm just like,
yeah, it was because again, that's them projecting some
mm-hmm.
things in you because they see something in you, but you like, I'm happy to work.
I-
I couldn't wait to get my first gig. I ain't care where it was. I want to work because I know I can get paid for this. Cause I'm tired of asking people for shit, and I'm tired of waiting around for some shit that I gotta do X, Y, and Z for. I'd rather just go put in some hours. And when I got that first check, my life changed. I said, "Oh, this is real. Oh yeah, sign me up." I started at 15. I ain't stopped.
Man, yeah, yeah. That's the thing. And that's what we need. Again, we put in your whole video. Everybody who comes on the show and you do a time capsule video, just know I'm sending your time capsule to Tiny Me. So just know it's happening. If the paradox happens, it'll be my fault. My bad.
That the time is what is it? It is not time is really not relevant because past, present, and future is all happening at the same time. So we are speaking to tiny you. And
That's a weird concept I was reading. It was one of those hits the bowl moments. And it was a
mm,
fascinating view on life.
mm,
Because like people talk about multiverses, right? It's like if you think of it from, let's say, from a Judeo-Christian, meaning from the Adam and Eve being our original two peoples, for sake of conversation, um, we are literally like me and you are the multiverse version of Adam. Currently, because we all literally start from the same cells. Like we start literally the same, like factually. Then over 9 months being gestated, a bunch of things happen that start us off differently of the same version of us. Like we're a walking planet of a multiverse.
from one single cell, you are. This is correct.
Like, I'm like, that's fascinating. Because I have to find the guy because this sounded so stupid the way he said it. But I'm like, wait.
True. It just take form with different, variables that make it go left, right, up, down, and those decisions and choices continue to change. So yeah, that's agreeable.
That's so because it's so crazy, especially because we none of us actually know whether or not anything is real around us. If we're just creating this whole thing, that's always a
And when you
spiral
boil,
that'll make you panic.
when you boil it down to that fact, that is true. But we don't want to be simple. We want to challenge and see and that be most of our problems. We don't want to accept for certain things what they are. We want to try to change it and manipulate it because we feel like we can. And though that may be true, but that's from a perspective of your internal dialogue, not from the you actually physically trying to change shit. It has to happen here first, then it will change.
True.
Remember that. We can control things around us, but we got to change the inside first. Once we do that, then the things around us change. But we want to immediately change on the outside. Well, I need to go here. I need to start hanging with these people. I need to start eating this. I need to start dressing like this. I need to start talking like this. I need to change my skin. You still the same idiot on the inside, in the same situation, doing the same shit with the same people. You just look different.
That's it. Like make love your goal, make progress your goal, make anything your goal, and it'll become a thing. But just being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be better. How? It was a thing. I got into a spiral with some of the kids. I keep saying the kids now. Anybody who's like in their like mid-20s and down, like I'm probably talking about you.
I teach the kids.
Those.
I forget my age sometimes, and I'll be like, ooh, nope. I be having those moments like, ooh, no, y'all don't get it. Ooh, yeah, yikes. Okay.
Niggas made a go home Roger joke, and they was like,
it throws them off because I don't look as old as the people that my age in their life look. So that's confusing too. But anyway,
I ain't even gonna. That was a tangent I was about to go on with these people.
I know. Go ahead. No, to the kids.
No, it's because it's confusing. Because I keep forgetting that right now, all those girls when we were in middle school who disappeared, not the bad disappeared, not the bad disappeared. I'm talking about the girls we knew like they just stopped going to school. I forgot this is the age where we see the result of why they disappeared. Those kids are like 18 to 23 now.
You are right.
They're in college right now. I'm like, your mama, how old? Oh, there's a shitload over my meat. That's all. I wanted to not go on a tangent because I want none of them to think I'm talking about just them because it's a lot of y'all. None of you are special. Y'all are special. I love you all. Your own little ways.
Because we don't know what happened and how, and we also not going to act like you wasn't aware of certain situations. Just putting that out there because life is life. We all have family members, whatever. But that is true because there's a lot of students I have that their parents were the same age, or I'm a little older than some of their parents. But
Just a little.
I have the kids in the class, or had the kids, or yeah.
We talking 18 to 25 to 26-year-olds we're running into right now. That's the age range we're talking. Like, that's not bashing anything, but it's like,
No.
oh, we're just like, that's shocking me constantly. It's like, I can't make the "I'm a smash your mama" joke. That's not funny right now because I actually could. This is not a like.
This is coming on my seventh. This is coming up to my 8th year in Cleveland. Wow. So I've had some students that I've seen in elementary are now in high school. So yeah, I've been here long enough to see that change. I've seen family dynamics change with some kids. Yeah. Wow. Oh, dang. Now I look back, them years do go fast.
They do.
Ooh.
Time waits for no one. You have more time behind you than you have in front of you. Always value the moment. What is the statement? What's the quote? My man said it on The Office. I know many other people have said it. I always wish it's the best one, right? When he Andy on the final episode, when he was talking about I wish I knew they were the good times before they became the memories of the good times or whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
That's it. Because you're working. That's the thing. I hate chasing the bag. I hate that statement. I wish we'd all stop saying it. Because it's the same as the hamster wheel or the rat race. There's no difference.
I'm about achieving and reflecting, and that was my word of last year that I'm still doing. Is reflecting on the moments and the work that I've done, but also appreciating that, valuing that, and continuing to go forward as I reflect on that. So yeah, I'm definitely learning to live in those moments. And times like this where I get to do this, because there was times where all I had to do, I was working, trying to get a certain amount of money and hit a certain level of, so I can be valued. Fuck all that. I am valued. I wouldn't be where I am if I wasn't.
That's the part. Because it's the people that we don't know unconditionally that love on us. That is the thing. Like, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment. I know, right? It's just because I was about to. It's one love your peoples. That's one of my ulterior motive for a lot of the podcasting is to have long conversations with a lot of y'all I don't have regular time to catch up with. And that's on the because it's y'all know I care. Y'all know I be watching. Y'all.
He is one of the biggest teddy bears lovable persons out. Don't take his height or his antics for anything other than love. He is the most understanding, caring, genuinely kind people I've ever met in my life. Some people have taken certain things and misconstrued them and misunderstood. But all my life, Tam has been the same person I've met. When I first met him, I was terrified of him as Drum Major Weathersby. Terrified. He seemed 7 feet tall at the time. But now, he doesn't seem as tall.
Let's be clear that your hair, you bringing up that version that I met back then, this hair growth, this evolution you've gone through. Those were yard braids back then. You a black superhero right now.
Man.
Oh yeah. You to stand in for Chadwick. We need you in there. You're gonna be right there in the back. You ain't even gonna have no lines. You're just gonna be back there.
Yikes.
You're just gonna be right in the back scene. Just go right behind Shuri. Just
no, because TikTok played me and they had that Jesus filter and I looked just like that man and I was not feeling that. So the Black Jesus one, I'm like, you know what?
You can be Black Jesus. Look, we gonna shoot a film. You got to do that, right? Now you have no choice but to do a Jesus and the Last Supper themed contemporary dance.
I just can't dance for y'all, that's it.
You're right. Somebody gonna take your image. That's gonna be it. Somebody's gonna be worshiping you somewhere. That's how the horror movie starts. You wake up chained to the cross, butt ass naked, with a pound of something.
No.
Yes. Just what are y'all doing? You are Messiah. That's how the movie. That's cue the movie. What did it be? Nope. I ain't even gonna do this no more because somebody gonna hear this and be like, "Yep, he's the one." I'm not gonna feed into your delusions.
Wow. You are.
No, that's just it's too much investigative murder porn to get away with shit.
And there's a world right now that scene is being played out. And I feel, Rondell, wherever you are, I feel for you, sir.
I feel
You gonna make it out.
so you gonna make it. You gonna make it. Keep fighting. Let's
You,
put that
I
on the
got
keep fighting.
you gonna make it out.
You go. If it wasn't the morning, I'd say let's pour one for Brother Ronnie. Because you
Oh,
said all those kind words. I was like, you know what? That's the thing, everybody.
I could. I got a couple of things over there.
You just grab the closest thing to the closest wine bottle, just lift it up for Brother Pierce. He's a good dude, man. Good dude.
I met him when I came to college preview day before I came to Central. And he was in the back of the auditorium twirling the flag. I was like, who the fuck is this? And he's back there cutting up. He was cutting up like
Man.
in the best and worst way he was cutting up. And the event was just going on. It's like they just thought that's Ronnie type.
Yeah, no matter what, he cutting up regardless. What
Oh,
any dance, they tell me making up any dance routine, Ronnie just pop up and do like 47 different dances in like 2 seconds. And be like, pick one of those and disappear.
yeah,
Okay.
good time. So he will definitely be missed
The
anytime I see
original Flag Daddy.
him.
Flag Daddy. Make sure that got pronounced fully on the thoroughly. No one thinks it's weird. For the non-central folks listening, like they what?
Right. Just watch your mouth.
Flag Daddy. That's our boy. You will be missed. I know when I seen that one picture, I was like, oh Lord. When he thinned out, I saw somebody that profile picture I think he posted of himself, man. I was like, oh Lord. We at that age though. Why check in on your people? Just drink
I,
water, people.
I never thought that we'd be at this age, and I've lost at least 4 high school classmates in the last 2 years. So I never thought that'd happen. Like I thought we would live for it. I thought we lived to get old and we go to our 50th reunions like they show on the TV shows, and we get to have those memories. We get to argue in this nursing homes like on life, but no, that don't exist. That's not a real thing. So it's
It
like
is, but you
so
just don't know who.
get older, what you thought was going to be life and what you know life to be, that
Hmm.
it constantly clashes. And then you have another layer of the expectation of people want you for life. So you're trying to fight 3 tracks of life, or 4 if you want to add what you truly are or to be. So it's like, you know what, that's a lot to deal with. So you got to find balance in everything, and sometimes you got to be selfish for self care, for real, because you got to be good. You can't be out here, and I'm speaking this directly to myself because I've done this in the past. Of I just want everybody to be good, so I'll be good when we good, but I can't do that because half of the time I'm not good, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm good. I'll persevere. I'll push through. That can only go so far, and I have to replenish and refresh myself and make sure I'm good, and also make sure that the people that I'm pouring into is pouring into me. And if that ain't the case, I can't keep doing it. I gotta find it somewhere else.
You know, because Tiny Me, you like doing stuff for people and you feel refreshed when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Use that to your advantage instead of getting taken advantage of. Because that's the truth. I love doing, everybody said, be a teacher, be a band director. I never wanted to be the director. I just wanted to be involved with the program. Like the way y'all saw me towards them. Yet anybody who marched at Central, like 16 to like actually like 14 to like now, shit. That's what I was doing. I wasn't involved. I just showed up. They let me come on the trips because I showed up. This me giving 2% of me is 100% for the rest of y'all. When it comes to marching band, that's just how it is. It took me. I would write those. Lorenzo Trotter can attest to this. Most of those songs and mixes I brought to practice, I would be writing in the car from the ride it would take to get from my house to campus.
You just got that gift.
It's easy. I don't like marching band though. I'm spastic. That's what it is. Marching band is the thing that let that fed into my craziness because as I've allowed to accept that I'm actually really bipolar. Marching band feeds into me being able to be manic all the time. Hence, when I'm manic, I focus my manicness on marching band.
That's how I am with teaching. That's why I teach so many different groups, because it allows me to be the cycle that I truly am.
And it'd be normal. Everybody else perceiving it as normal is like, y'all don't see that I see all of you as one thing. You're my playthings. I will
Now,
make you better.
now do what I want. Damn it.
Dance. Dance for me, but
Damn.
that's the truth. We're not crazy, crazy. Again, I'm saying crazy intentionally for those who are like, I'm crazy. You are. Accept it. In tune with it. If you need some pills, the real ones that you need prescribed by somebody for real, get those. You'll feel better. If you're not, there's a lot of things that grow from the earth that are here to help. I'm here to attest. It makes you. I wish I'd have started earlier because it lets you, you know, and a lot of folks.
They just don't teach. Why don't they teach us how to have social skills? That
Hey,
should that should be extended. I mean, it starts home definitely, but I feel like there's a component of social awareness that needs to be infused in school in the first few years.
yes, because if you own you, that's why I get trailed off on some of these responses because like there's no way to give this because like you go. What you learn in your house is only the social skills to deal with the people in your house. You cannot teach your child how to You cannot teach somebody who asked you had to wipe, who you've literally been feeding, how to interact with people.
Especially when you got to be patient to teach them everything that they need to know to
It just
wipe.
doesn't work. Your interaction with them is different than anyone else's interaction. It's
Yes.
not you literally. I'm gonna rephrase that. Because somebody
No,
said,
no,
yes, you can. No,
that's
no, I
it.
mean, I want it to be clear because
Okay.
I'm literally saying it is the same way humans cannot use self propelled flight. You literally cannot teach the proper social skills to your children just by you in the house because you only can teach them how to interact with you. That's why I said I need to be first. Make sure somebody says there's a lot of things I say are very be able to be argued because I oversimplify them too far.
I mean,
Because no, I
but
need that to be a fact.
it just makes good conversation because people going to, oh well, how you gonna tell me because I da 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 da. But again, you don't have the world in your house. You only control the few people that you deal with, and you control when they eat, when the lights go out, when this, that, and the third. You control that environment. You don't control outside of your household. You don't control the workplace that you work, but your cubicle, if you got one.
It's
So
at
that,
best, if you in a nuclear household, what man, two parents, two
if,
children. It, you say at best, it's at perfect nuclear home, American dream household, two parents, two
from the,
children.
yeah.
That's only both children only have three people that they're learning how to interact with. There's no different. Like it's
And one of them is their mortal enemy for at least 7 years.
at least at least, depending on this age gap, at least it's you don't know when that mortal enemy is gonna even kick in. If they close, it's gonna be later in life.
Just out of somewhere, they just start hating each other. I don't know what it is. They want to fight, bicker, argue. The way they breathe just irritates them. I
It
don't know
does.
why that.
It does. Me and my brother went ham. It was for some reason. It was
Something about you, what you poop. Just want to. I mean, my family household was crazy because of the fact that we didn't live together too many years. But the few years that we did live together, my sister and my brother would go at it. Sometimes they was the bestest friends, which was some strange ass shit. But they would go at it. I mean, to the point where they fight like niggas straight. I
yeah.
never understood why they would go at it so much.
It's just rough. I don't know what it is. It's when you're too close to it's like, why are you here? Why are you still here?
I live here. Where am I supposed to go?
You always eating up all the snacks. If I want to eat the last 8 Oreos, mama make me
But it's
split
so
them with
much.
you. That's the response that starts the fight right there.
Well, you need to quit talking so loud. You talking so loud.
Straight up. Straight up. It's human, like a perfect utopian society is very possible if we did if we just realized we could do it. Because the only thing we're afraid of is people exploiting.
We got to stop trying to control everything. Some things are just going to be how they are.
Yeah.
If we look, we have the examples of, people living in nature or off the land, within the land. Even animals, they still do some shit that we just don't know why they do it. But that's just how they do, because they're all living in harmony. They don't
Hmm.
ridicule or judge anybody because they are born with a defect, or if they are, smaller. Even if they do, whatever happens, happens. It doesn't, or it has to be this for every person, everything. No, you just learn how to live within your environment, your ecosystem, that it doesn't affect anybody else, because it's not your job to tell somebody else how to live. You're supposed to just live your best life. That's it.
And I feel like it's that trying to walk the line of not being neutral. Like
Yeah.
for the people who want to do things let's talk to those who are good for goodness sakes. Let's talk to those people. Like walking, because I get it. Walking the line of being neutral in a time of moral crisis. Yes, you've chosen the side of the oppressor. That is factual. But just think about how you get if you're in 2023 and you by default in any argument assume the black person is right. I'm talking to my siblings here. Yeah, you see the fact. Think about it for a second. I'm talking to us. So let me police us for a second. If you automatically, no matter, you ain't heard nothing, you chosen the side of the oppressor because you don't know which one of them is right or wrong. Just listen, diffuse first, because that's what minding your business is in a situation. If you see somebody, any race, any orientation, any whatever, and you feel like somebody gonna lose this like shit. The one who quiet look like they finna lose. You stepping in to diffuse the situation and leave is not you getting involved. You be like, hey, chill, 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 chill. That's not you getting involved, people. Okay, that's a better way of getting involved than you literally watching. The woman is right. The black guy is right. Like, don't do that. 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 Because there's a lot. Don't do that. Because the quiet people in nowadays, 2023, the quiet person, once everybody's watching, is usually the person who started it. Because they know people watching now, their phones are out. Once this happened,
Because there's a level of embarrassment, and instead of it's not even being a big person. Instead of realizing that, okay, I fucked up, I need to, no, I'm gonna go all the way. I'm gonna keep going, because ain't no point now. No, there is a point where you can stop and change it. We don't. That's also something we don't teach. We just we blow up and we just go all the way through. When you got kids flipping out in school and they flipping desks, and instead of them stopping and taking a breather, no, they want to keep going and they want to swing on the teacher.
mm-hmm.
Or somebody at work doing some crazy ass shit and they want to
Mm-hmm.
keep taking it to the next level, because they don't know if they can come back from that. But then once they finally calm down, then it's, I was just so wrapped up. No, you kept feeding that energy because your ass could have stopped.
See, and that's
Gotta
on this. You
be the
said it
drop.
though. It's you said it in school, like we need to teach the social skills, like the zero tolerance bullshit with the fights. Like you not just
What does that
two
even
kids.
mean?
It's BS because everyone was getting suspended.
The word zero tolerance means what exactly? Zero means none.
Like,
Tolerance, you can, you have a level of ability to deal with this. So if you have zero level of ability to deal with it, why is that a policy for when things happen? We don't even talk about it. We don't even. We just, it's a chop.
mm-hmm.
So what's the what is that producing?
I've
What is
never
that?
understood it.
How is that solving anything? How is that helping the university, the organization prosper? Having a zero tolerance policy, but it's not. Never mind.
No, it's a problem because we have to teach people how to deal with conflict. Just saying, "Oh, it's over," is not you dealing with the conflict. They are angry. Somebody is the wrong party. A party was wrong. Somebody got away with being a dick. You have to correct that behavior because the kid who keeps getting away with being a dick grows up to be a bigger dick. Richard, it's the whole thing. Oh, I hope this is gonna be a thing. It's gonna take off because we're gonna keep working. This is what we do. But my friend, I love you so much. Thank you for taking this time out for like let me interview you because I feel so honored. Like I feel like I'm like trying to bring you. Me using your social media following, me putting your name on. Like I'm small piece here. I don't, those videos like when I put like Rashawn or anybody who actually does the thing. Like oh, those are the videos that shoot up. Y'all people. That's why I feel so honored. That you like oh you coming on. You taking time? Thank
You know,
you.
I'll be looking for an interview. Bring me on somebody's show. I'll come talk some shit real quick. You know, I'll show.
Period. Now, cause we do panels is coming. Panels is coming. I'm working on getting more. This scheduling is what's messing me up because we work schedules. I ain't never got to be detailed about that. Everybody know how it is. When somebody say you want to come in work this double real quick, I need them dollars. All right. But
Hey, come on. If it's in my wheelhouse and I'm able, yeah, I go. I didn't sub this in a couple places. Like, yeah, okay, I take it. I take a quick 160. Come on, let's
well,
go.
for real, especially if it be short shifts. You ain't gonna turn down a quick little 5 hour shift or something like outside. It's an off day. Hey, you want to do nothing? This is 5 hours. Let me. All right, real quick. Especially I got a boss that to pay you out of pocket real quick if you come cover a shift too. I can use that money today. so,
Because I need it now.
so you're right.
Weeks. I need that shit today.
But my friends, for anybody watching, anybody listening, anybody who's scrolling by, I'm your number one fan, and I'm hoping to bring on more peoples. Come on, let's do this because we all winning. We all winning. We rocking. Love you, brother, man, and until next time.
You can rest in peace now, bro, cause nigga, we did it, we did it. We win it, we win it. We win it, we did it, we did it. We win it, we win it. We win it, we did it, we did it. We win it, we win it. We win it, we did it, we did it. We win it, we win it. Yeah, we win it, we did it, we did it. I never thought we would make it this far. I'd be the first to admit it. They took us both out of our glow, but we got out and got right back in it. 100 bands, we check her back, do the money dance. We used to hit licks, do the running man. Now we blowing up like a Taliban. Started from nothing, no introduction. Went to the kitchen, hopped in the oven. Got 3 for the 50, it ain't no discussion. Take it or leave it, I gotta keep trucking. I'm sorry, I gotta keep moving. Some say my life was a movie. Drugs got me feeling woozy, feeling slide on the groove. All my life, all I wanted was a check. All this ice hanging around my neck. The bitch ain't want the money, all she wanted was the sex. I ain't never stop until I know that I'm the best. All my life, all I wanted was a check. All this ice hanging around my neck. The bitch ain't want the money, all she wanted was the sex. Yeah, I ain't never stop until I know that I'm the best. I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
We came from the bottom for finding a way to go get it. Go get it. Hey.
Now we on top, nigga, now we put on for our city. Yeah.
2-4 say huncho, you get it, LeBron. Can't wait till the day that we win it. Can't wait.
You can rest in peace now, bro, cause nigga, we did it, we did it.
We win it.
We win it.
We win it.
We did it, we did it.
We win it.
We win it. Yeah.
We win it.
We did it, we did it.
We win it.
We win it. Yeah.
We win it.
We did it, we did it.
We win it.
We win it. Yeah.
We win it.
We did it, we
Like
did
a
it.
lion on my base. I grew up in the woods, yeah, the streets. Why these niggas hating on me? They must have wanna see a nigga win. So I'm playing chess, I'm not playing check. Cause every move I make, it gotta be effective. Real talk, I gotta be real, I can't fake it. I remember every teacher that told me I couldn't make it. I'm a boss, look at me now, I know you hate it, taking off. Look at the clouds for motivation. I'm a boss, I'm a winner, I'm an innovator. Put it on my soul to this million, but I'm dedicated, yeah. Win, I never lose, boy, I never snooze. Get to the guap, making boss moves. Yeah, 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 making boss moves. We came from the bottom for finding a way to go get it. Go get it, hey.
Now we on top, nigga, now we put on for our city. Yeah.
2-4 say huncho, you get it, LeBron. Can't wait till the day that we win it. Can't wait.
You can rest in peace now, bro, cause nigga, we did it, we did it.
We win it.
We win it.
We win it.
We did it, we did it.